Okay, I am here with Carly Fiorina on day 2 on the First of the Nation GOP Summit. Fiorina, raring to meet all of the activists here in New Hampshire?
Absolutely. What a great gathering of people this is. It's fantastic.
Now, the activists and the state representatives, we have a very large GOP field. Now, you have not officially entered it yet, but obviously you're thinking about it as you're here. What is the message that you want to give to the activists and to the state reps and the people that are necessary on the ground to win a campaign?
Well, first, that we're at a pivotal point in our nation. The size and weight of government are literally crushing the potential out of this nation. We see it all the time, and I think now is a time for citizenship, but I also think it's a time for leadership that has the courage and the wisdom and the experience to actually change the order of things for the better. You know, we've had a political class for a really long time, and we just are tinkering around with your edges of a government that's completely out of control. We need American leadership involved. And so I'm not from the political class, but I do understand how the economy works and how the world works and how bureaucracies work and what you got to do to change them. And our government is a vast bureaucracy now. I understand technology, which is important in the 21st century. And perhaps most importantly of all, I understand executive decision making, which is making tough calls in tough times with high stakes.
And that's the point I was going to literally ask you about, because I'm known as the tech guy, plus I've run small businesses, so you're a tech person and a small business person, so you bring an awful lot to the table that's, you know, actually solving problems every single day, crisis a day.
Well, it's true. You know, I started out as a secretary in a 9-person real estate firm, and I went on to become the chief executive of the largest technology company in the world. And so I do understand how the economy works and how technology can be used to reimagine government, but I also understand how the world works. I probably know more world leaders on the stage today than anyone running, with the exception of Hillary Clinton, but I didn't do photo ops with them. I actually did something with them. And I think that leadership is not only required in our nation to lift the weight of government off of this great nation, but I also think leadership is required in the world, because the world is very dangerous and quite a tragic place these days.
Now, you mentioned one other thing that's very interesting. You mentioned how you started out as a secretary and moved forward and forward and forward. Is that not the story of America? In a way, the message of the Republican Party, if you work hard, you set a goal, you can make it.
Yes, my story is only possible in America. It's only possible in America for a young woman to go from a secretary to being the CEO of a huge technology company. But it's also true that that story isn't available anymore for too many Americans. You know, our founders believed that someone's opportunity to use their potential and go far shouldn't be taken away by man or government. But it is being taken away by man and government right now. All the time, we're now destroying more small businesses than we're creating, for example. We're wrapping people's lives up in webs of dependence, and our government is so big and corrupt that only the big and the powerful, the wealthy and the well-connected can handle this government.
All right, well, Carly Fiorina, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to your speech.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.